What's going on, everybody? I've been watching a lot of these pro man, pro male, masculine videos, and a number of those things that I've been hearing, facts, 100% facts. But some of the things that I've been hearing are real toxic, and I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, he's a beta." Nah, everyone that knows me will tell you I'm an alpha. Every group I go around, I'm an alpha. I know who I am. I don't settle for what I want. If I want something, I go for it. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to beg a woman to be with me if she doesn't want to be with me. Bye. I'm a good man, and if she wants a good man, then I'm that person. But if she doesn't want a good man, if she wants this person that's going to fulfill all this little checklist of stuff, I'm not going to waste time. Now, the thing that I want to talk about is for all you guys out there that think that women are your personal possessions, you got to get that out of your mind. You are not going to be happy. You're going to be arrogant, and essentially you're going to have a slave. And no self-respecting person wants a slave to be their mate. They want a partner. They want someone who's going to have their back, because let's face it, even alphas, we sometimes get our heads stuck so far up our own butts. We need a woman who's smart enough to pull us out of it and say, "Hey, I think you're being a little harsh. I think you need to pay attention to this a little more." Women help us see things differently that we can't see on ourselves. Yeah, alphas cry. Real strong alphas are able to cry. That's what makes us alphas, is we know who we are. We're not afraid to show our emotion in the right setting. Now, alphas don't cry when they don't get their way. That's being a baby. We don't do that. But alphas cry in the right circumstances. If you lose your mother and you had a good relationship with her, we cry. If you lost your job and you're frustrated that like the whole world is falling down your head and your girl is sitting there holding you, sometimes you cry in that situation. And that doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you more of a man because you're alpha enough to see that. Don't treat women as property. Believe me, I've done it. It's bad, because when you have a daughter, you're gonna want to kill the guy that sits there and does that to your daughter. So don't treat a woman the way you wouldn't want someone to treat your daughter. I just wanted to say that because so many of these videos out there right now are telling guys, "Don't chase women, don't chase women, don't do this, don't do that." Like, bruh, sometimes you need to chase a woman a little bit. Don't get desperate and hump her leg. I'm not saying that at all. But sometimes you need to show a woman that you're really interested and that you're serious about her. Maybe she wants you to chase her a little bit because of the fact that she's had a lot of guys give a little bit of a chase, but that aren't serious about her. Maybe she wants to see someone who's serious. Now, if you're looking at some of those boss bees that are like, "Oh, I make my own money, I make my own," like, that's stupid. So does alpha. Any alpha does that. We're not going around bragging and saying, "I make my own money, I make," no, that's just called being an adult. So all those boss bees out there that want to say, "I make my own money, I got my own car, I got my own place." So what, you're bragging about being an adult? Whoop to do. I don't care about that. If you got a woman that is going to drain your bank account dry, that's not going to appreciate a gift you give her that you got from the 99-cent store, don't waste time with her. Because a real woman would appreciate a gift from the 99-cent store just like she would appreciate a gift from, from some high-end spot. Of course, there's always going to be a little more appreciation for something that is a more expensive than 99-cent store, but sometimes those 99-cent gifts actually have meaning. Sometimes she might like a ring pop because she has personal meaning to a ring pop, or a personal experience that makes a ring pop special to her. Like, don't forget to be romantic. You can be an alpha and be super romantic and super amazing. You can be in your feelings. It's cool. There's nothing wrong being in your feelings. Being an alpha is about not being a pushover. You can't pretend to be an alpha. You either are or you're not. You're an alpha or a beta. But I'm telling you, if somebody starts shooting a gun in a club, or someone starts being crazy in an area, you're going to know whether your girl sees you as an alpha or not. Because if your girl is scared, if she happens to be one of the women who are scared, she's going to run toward an alpha, because that's what the body normally does. It runs toward protection. So if you're an alpha, your girl's going to come looking for you for protection. And if she's an alpha, then she's going to go do her own thing. And you're going to find out where you are in the food chain on that part. Now, another point I want to make: being an alpha doesn't make you a dictator. I danced with this woman a long time ago who was really against dancing with guys. And the reason why her excuse was, or not her excuse, her explanation was, I'm not going to give a man power to control me. And as I talked to her for a little bit, I tried to explain to her that the male taking the lead is not about control. And as I did this, like I started to put my hands in dancing places, like in respectful, like around her waist and her hand. Like this is when I was single. And I explained to her that dancing is not about a male dominating. It's not it at all. A man is proposing a move. A man is asking you if you're willing to follow me on this journey. And the woman is not submitting, the woman is agreeing to that movement. It's not about submission and it's not about dominance. It's about working together. When you see two people work together, it creates art and movement. An alpha doesn't dominate, an alpha leads. What makes an alpha is the confidence that that person has in himself to lead and make good decisions. But good decisions come from listening to people who know better than you, know more than you, people who have more experience. And then you make the decision that everybody trusts in. So in a relationship, whether you're in a marriage and an engaged relationship or a committed relationship, whatever the case may be, an alpha leads with respect to their partner. They don't dominate. You're not dictating your household. You lead your kids by example. You serve your wife. You take care of your family. 8 hours is not all that you get to do. If you do your 8 hours when you come home, you continue to work because that's life. You continue to help raise your children. If you're making enough money to where your wife can be a stay-at-home mother and she chooses to be a stay-at-home mother, that's another video. That's an honor, but her job doesn't stop, neither should yours. But you do need to carry your weight. There's nothing wrong with an alpha changing diapers because that's what we do. Alphas take care of their babies. They protect their families. They protect their girl. They don't dictate. Now, you need to know one important part about being an alpha is you don't put up with those stupid childish games. If your girl is sitting there and shaming you on social media, that's not the girl for you. I don't care how good it is in the bedroom. Don't do it. Because a woman who respects you is not going to shame you in public. She will talk about her problems in private and she'll deal with them in private. My fiance and I, when we have disagreements, we don't bring them to the streets. We keep them between us. And we've had times where we weren't done with a disagreement. And we went outside and we were with family and nobody noticed that we had a disagreement because we didn't treat each other any different. Because at the end of the day, we still love each other. And we're still partners. Even though we have a disagreement, that overarching love is what is important. So don't put up with the childish games. If your girl's going to sit there and throw a temper tantrum because she's not getting away, don't entertain it. You have to put your foot down and let people know you're not playing these childish games. You want to act like an adult, let's act like an adult. Now, if something's important to her, and it's not important to you, you need to really think about this. Think outside of yourself. Get out of your little dominant perspective, your dominant mindset. Think about like, maybe this is important to her for a reason. You know, like putting the toilet seat down. Seriously, like that's just a sign of respect. It's a sign of consideration. Guys are like, man, real men leave the toilet seat up. No, it's not that hard to put a toilet seat down because it's considerate. It's remembering that she sits down when she uses the restroom. Yeah, we put the toilet seat up when we use the restroom as well. But the fact is that it's being considered to her because she's always thinking about you. And if she's not, leave her. She's not the one for you. When you look at your companion, you want to see a partner, an equal partner, not a slave, not a puppet. And I'm telling you, if she's after you for the money, if she wants all those expensive gifts, leave her, dude. Do better. Don't settle for what really makes you happy. There's no level of a JJ that is worth misery. And there's no level of pipe, ladies, that's worth misery. Don't settle for something. Choose what really makes you happy. Until next time, like and subscribe. Also, listen to my podcast, Real Talk with RJ, available anywhere podcasts are. And I'll see you on the next one.